Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to today's weekly Sohbet and Dhikr on this, the 8th of July 2021. I hope everybody is well, wherever you're watching this from. I'm aware we are living in challenging times, and there are a lot of things going on in the world at the moment. Before I want to go any further, I would like to share my condolences to the people of Haiti who have lost their president through a cowardly assassination. And I mean, that must be really awful for everybody in Haiti to lose their leader in this way. It's such a tragedy to their country, and obviously for the family of the president. So my condolences to the people of Haiti at what is a very traumatic time for them. I'm also concerned about the situation that's developing in Indonesia with COVID. It's really tragic to see how many people have died of this illness. And I hope vaccinations can be increased and, more lives can be saved. My condolences to all the families that are suffering, who have lost loved ones in Indonesia and all countries around the world. India's had it really bad recently as well. And there are also, I read something today about other kinds of viral infections that are spreading among children in New Zealand because they haven't developed natural immunity due to being in lockdown for so long. So there are a lot of things in the world that are very troubling at the moment. Of course, Maulana advised us to stay in our homes and advised us to stay in our homes and to pray in our homes and during these difficult times. In the UK, alhamdulillah, we seem to be coming out of the worst of it now. The vaccinations within the UK is one of the highest in the world. And this means that people who have the Delta variants have some immunity. So they're usually not being hospitalized and usually only getting a mild infection if they catch COVID at all. A lot of the people will have immunity to it. So there is alhamdulillah light at the end of the tunnel, but it is still for a lot of people, where vaccinations are not as prevalent as they are in the UK. COVID is still spreading a lot, and I think this is something that, as we come out of the lockdown within the UK, we also need to bear in mind that this is not going to be the case for every country around the world. It wasn't long ago I heard Malaysia was going into another lockdown. And I was reading in the past couple of days about the extent of the COVID spreading in Indonesia. So we really have to be mindful of the fact that even as we come out of these lockdowns and hopefully COVID starts to recede into the background within the UK, that this is not the case for everybody in the world. So we should count ourselves fortunate and pray for people who are still suffering. We also, should be trying to help them if we can. But I wasn't going to focus on today's talk on COVID, but these are a few things that I felt I should mention. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Earlier, I posted a beautiful quote on my social media, which actually comes from the back of this book, Mercy Ocean's Hidden Treasures. It's one of Maulana Sheikh Nazim's early books from about 1980. And in his humility, it was published as Mercy Ocean's Hidden Treasures, the teachings of Sultan al-Awliya Sheikh Abdullah ad-Daghestani, although it was actually Maulana Sheikh Nazim's talks. And at the back of this, Maulana wrote this, or it's been printed on the back of his book. I mean, he probably spoke it and it was written down. Once one's heart is opened, he is no longer in need of studying many books, but rather books may be written from his sayings. Once one has reached this station, one's knowledge is always fresh, not stale, and like easily digestible and delicious food, which delights those who eat it, not like stale old food, which has been sitting on a shelf for years. And this is the bit I posted. The words of saints are always fresh because they are continually absorbing new knowledge from the Prophet's heart. Now such people are very few, and most of them are hidden, while many other people are dishing out old, stale knowledge, which no one derives any benefit from. Hearts always long for living teaching, but that is to be found only with very few. And within a matter of minutes, someone came back on this. And a couple of people actually came back on this in questioning how can there be fresh knowledge? How can there be fresh knowledge? And from their perspective, Prophet Muhammad, they say, is dead. And how can there possibly be any fresh knowledge? And this is something which needs to be addressed. And with the spiritual support of my sheikhs and the Prophet Muhammad, may, inshallah, I be able to shed some light on this. You see, firstly, new knowledge. There's always new knowledge. We are living in different times. You look in the scientific world today, are we at the same level of knowledge of Isaac Newton, who died a long time ago? Or even that of Albert Einstein, who was one of the greatest minds of the last century that we just left a couple of decades ago. The scientific knowledge has moved on greatly, even from Albert Einstein. This is scientific knowledge. So, if scientific knowledge is developing, do we not think that spiritual knowledge can also be developing and can also be fresh? Any knowledge that was given or is being given to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is Allah's knowledge that Allah has shared and given to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Some people were saying, well, how can new knowledge come through the heart of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ? Because they claim the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is dead. It is not our belief as Muslims that the prophets or the saints or the shaheeds are dead in that way that they are unable to be conscious in any way or form on any plane of existence. This is not our belief as Muslims. This is the belief of atheists. Atheists believe that when your body is dead, that you are dead. And Jehovah's Witnesses have this belief as well. We are Muslims. We are not atheists and we are not Jehovah's Witnesses. So why do some Muslims have this belief that when the body is dead, that the soul is dead? Because this is essentially what they are saying. This is forgetting the true reality of the human being. Our essence is soul. It is ruh. Our essence is not physical. Our essence is spiritual. Our true reality is spirit. It is not physical. So it is a lack of belief on the part of a Muslim when a Muslim claims that when the body is dead, that the soul is dead. And this is even more true for the souls of the prophets, who were given more by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and are more blessed than any other souls on the face of this earth, or within all of the creation. It is a lack of faith that decrees that the soul is dead when the body is dead. And we must recognize this, because it undermines everything that we believe as Muslims. If this were to be true, we know from the Quran and from the Sunnah that when the body dies, that the soul lives on, firstly within the grave, and a state of being, we call it the grave or the barzakh. And then after that, at an appointed time, the soul will go through a process of judgment, and the soul will pass along the bridge and go to the hereafter. In order to do any of this, the soul has to be alive. I'm not talking about the body here. The body is obviously dead for everyone. This body is made of flesh. This body will not last forever. Eventually, our soul will have to leave this body. While we are alive in this life, this body serves as a vehicle for the soul, an avatar, you could say, for the soul, like in the film Avatar, where the person, through a machine, the person accesses the avatar's body and operates the avatar's body as if that body was his own body. And in the end, his soul is transferred to that body. And so it does become fully his body. Not exactly the same as this, because this is from a film. But this is how the soul and the body interact within this life. The soul is operating this body, but this body is just a body. This body is physical. This body only has a certain expiration time. But then after that, the body dies and the soul moves on. The soul continues to live. And that is true for all human beings. Now, once the body has died, and that soul is still alive, and bearing in mind that all of us, our true reality is spirit. It is not just physical. Then why can't spirit communicate with spirit? Why can't soul communicate with soul? The problem is that for most of us, we are so wrapped up within this physical world that we only interact with physical things. And even more so today, because most people don't pray. Most people don't meditate. Most people don't sit in the forest or in the park and just contemplate the world around them. People today generally don't give time to this. A lot of people are struggling to earn ends meet and don't feel they have the time to spend on these activities. So because of it, all they know is what is physical. But that doesn't mean that that's all that there is. A person who is sensitive, a person who has developed the spiritual side more, can sense things that other people may not be able to sense. And many people report experiences where someone has come to them in a dream or in a trance-like state, or when they just wake up first thing in the morning, or wake up sometime during the night, and someone comes to them and speaks to them. Many people report this. And I'm not even talking about prophets here. I'm talking about a soul of a departed loved one, or a soul of a spiritual teacher has come and visited them. These accounts are well reported. Now, some people might put that down to jinns and just devil playing tricks, but it's not always bad. Many of these experiences are very positive. Many of these experiences actually transfer information. I know someone very close to me who was told by he was visited by his mother-in-law who had passed away. This was just before the Chernobyl disaster. And they were told by this mother-in-law who had passed away that there would be a disaster with a nuclear power plant in Russia. Okay, it was actually in Ukraine, but it's Soviet Union at the time. And how they described it was fairly accurate. This is just one example. I also had a very moving experience when a close friend of mine passed away. And I didn't know at the time they passed away. I was having a nap in the afternoon. But I didn't realize I was having a nap in the afternoon because what I was actually experiencing was sitting down in my living room with this friend of mine. And we were drinking tea. And I'm telling you, it felt as real as this room that I'm in now. And as real as this glass of water, and as real as this is how I experienced it. And I was sitting with my friend, Dhikr, and we were chatting. And then suddenly I woke up. I found out a few days later that he passed away in his flat. And when the doctors looked at him, they gave a time of when he passed away, which was actually when I had this experience. Now, you don't have to believe me, but I know what I experienced. And over the years, I've heard other people give accounts like this. Our true nature is soul. Our true nature is not physical. And why am I stressing this point? This is crucial to understand how someone can be in touch with their Sheikh or in touch with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who has passed away, but how they can still have communication with them after they have passed away. Obviously, to the modern secular mind, to the person who's had a modern secular education, it sounds bonkers, because this is not what is taught. And it's not within the experiences of a lot of people until something happens one day and completely startles them. Like when my friend Abdul Karim visited me in that strange experience. When something like that happens, you suddenly realize. But unless you've experienced anything like that, you don't know. And if this is the soul of my friend who'd recently passed away at the time, how about the souls of the prophets? How about the souls of the awliya Allah? When a bad person passes away, someone who has evil intent and throughout their life committed evil, then yes, you would expect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put restrictions upon their soul, restrictions upon what they are able to do. Like in this life, you put criminals in prisons. And we say during the month of Ramadan that shaitan is imprisoned. But if a person is good, if a person has a heart, then why would Allah lock them up when their soul passes on to the next realm? Only evil needs to be locked up, not good. And if they are not locked up, then why would we think it be impossible that that soul can't appear to someone within a dream or even within a waking state? It is actually from a lack of faith and a lack of understanding of our nature as spiritual, of essentially being spiritual beings, that leads people to these conclusions. And historically, these were not the beliefs that Muslims held. Muslims believed that the souls of the prophets, the saints, and the shaheed, the martyrs, are alive within their grave. And actually, beyond that, they believe that all souls must be alive to some degree because they have to continue their journey. I remember Maulana Sheikh Nazim said that actually all our souls are always in the divine presence. Whether in this life the person is conscious of that or not. But one ray of that soul is sent down to this earth. One ray of light from each of those souls is sent down. And that is what animates our bodies. But if the full radiance of any of those souls were sent down, that this world would basically evaporate. It would not be able to contain it. No, my brothers and sisters, we are souls. And souls are always spiritually connected. There is also, even if you look at this from a more secular perspective, I highly recommend reading Carl Jung. Carl Jung was a psychologist who studied the collective unconscious. And there's a book about the collective unconscious that he wrote. And I particularly recommend this. He identified that there is a collective unconscious and that there are certain archetypes that are common to all human beings. Now, why is this? It's because our true essence is spirit. Our true essence is not physical. And although in this life, each of us is occupying an individual body, but our souls are all spiritually connected. And this is also why it is so harmful when one person harms another person. or even another being, because our souls are connected. So if you harm someone else, you're actually really harming your own soul. And all of the descriptions in Islam and in the various religions around the golden rule and karma and the danger of harming other people is come from this wisdom. And equally, if you help other people, you are helping your own soul, because all our souls are connected. So don't think that the people in the graves are inanimate spiritually. Only their physical bodies are inanimate. Even we have accounts within the hadiths where the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to go into graveyards and speak to the people of the graves. Why would the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ go into graveyards and speak to the people of the graves if the people of the graves couldn't hear? In addition, when we visit the grave of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, we also say Salam, alaikum ya Rasulullah. Why do we say that? It's because the Prophet Muhammad, the soul of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, can perceive that by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only the physical body is what passes away and returns to the earth. And our souls all return back to Allah. What else does inna lillahi wa inna alayhi rajiun mean? It's a reference to the fact that we are from Allah and we return back to Allah. We come from, the Native Americans, they refer to Allah as the Great Spirit. So we come from the Great Spirit and we return back to the Great Spirit. Anyway, enough talking. I hope that helps a few people to understand. Inshallah. Anyway, I best start the dhikr. Before we begin, we check our intentions. Nueto Dabi, Nueto Dosla, Nueto Kawa, Nueto Itikaf, Nueto Suruk, Nueto Riyadilak, Nueto Yadrilahi Ta'ala, Fihada Jami. We begin the recitation of the Kalama Shahada, the declaration of faith. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. We seek Allah's forgiveness through the recitation of Astaghfirullah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Astaghfirullah, 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 astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullahalazim alladhi la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu alayhi innahu huwa at-tawwabur rahim. Ya musabbibal asbab, ya mufatihal abwab, ya muqallibal qulubi wal absar, ya dalailal mutakhayyirin, ya ghayatal mustafayatin, ya hayyu ya qayyum, ya dhul jalali wal ikram, wa afridu amrillah. إن الله بصير بالعباد. Rabbi Tashrifa, direct your heart to the heart of your Sheikh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صلوات الشيطان. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. ألم نشرح شريفا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. إخلاص الشريف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فاتحة الشريفة الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صلوات الشكر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa salim, Allahumma صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم 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 صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي خاديتني من الملك ورمتني من توليها حديد فاتر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفاني مسلما وركني بالصالحين أمانا بالله صدق الله العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى الشرف نبي صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه الكرام وإلى وحي أنبياء ومرسلين وقدماء شرعين وإلى إمات أبواب وإلى مشايخنا في تارقات نقشبندية عالية خاصة إلى آله وجعلنا الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. There is no God except God. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Nabi Allah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Nabi Allah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Nabi Allah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadul Habibullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Habibullah, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammadul Habibullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad al-Mustafa, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad al-Mustafa, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, Muhammad al-Mustafa, alayhi salatu la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel, la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Illa sharaf nabi wa alihi wa sahbihi kiram. Wa ila wahi sadatina wa siddiqiyun al-Fatiha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Dhikr Jalala, remembrance of God. Allah, 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 Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel, wa huwa al-aliyyul azim. A recitation of Allah is often combined with who being is, and God is with us. So in this, to remind us, we recite who Who, 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل وحسبنا الله قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Allah is truth, the source of all truth. Haq, 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 haq. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل وحسبنا الله قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Allah is the ever-living, the one who was never born and never dies. Hay, 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 hey, 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 hey. حسب الله ونعم الوكيل وحسبنا الله قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله الله حق، 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 الله الله هي، 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 الله يا قيوم، 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 Allah Hayy Ya Qayyum, Allah Hayy Ya Qayyum. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Calling upon so Allah's beautiful names. Yahu, Yahu, Ya Daim. Yahu, Yahu, Ya Daim. Yahu, Yahu, Ya Daim. Allah, Yahu, Ya Daim. Ya Daim, Ya Daim, Ya Daim, Ya Allah. Ya Daim, Ya Daim, Ya Daim, Ya Allah. Ya Halim, Ya Halim, Ya Halim, Ya Allah. Ya Halim, Ya Halim, Ya Halim, Ya Allah. Ya Hafiz, Ya Hafiz, Ya Hafiz, Ya Allah. Ya Hafiz, Ya Hafiz, Ya Hafiz, Ya Allah. Ya Latif, Ya Latif, Ya Latif, Ya Allah. Ya Latif, Ya Latif, Ya Latif, Ya Allah. Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghafur, Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghafur. Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghafur, Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghafur. Ya Sata, Ya Fata, Ya Sata, Ya Fata. Ya Sata, Ya Fata. Ya Sata, Ya Fata. Ya Mujib, Ya Mujib, Ya Mujib, Ya Allah. Ya Mujib, Ya Mujib, Ya Mujib, Ya Allah. Ya Mu'in, Ya Mu'in, Ya Mu'in, Ya Allah. Ya Mu'in, Ya Mu'in, Ya Mu'in, Ya Allah. Ya Mughith, Ya Mughith, Ya Mughith, Ya Allah. Ya Mughith, Ya Mughith, Ya Mughith, Ya Allah. Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Allah. Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Allah. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Rahim, Ya Karim, Ya Rahim, Ya Karim, Ya Rahim, Ya Karim, Ya Rahim, Ya Karim. Ya Hanan, Ya Manan, Ya Hanan, Ya Manan, Ya Hanan, Ya Manan, Ya Hanan, Ya Manan, Ya Dayyan, Ya Subhan, Ya Dayyan, Ya Subhan, Ya Dayyan, Ya Subhan, Ya Dayyan, Ya Subhan, Ya Subhan, Ya Sultan, Ya Subhan, Ya Sultan, Ya Subhan, Ya Sultan, Ya Subhan, Ya Sultan, Ya Sultan, Ya Sultan, Ya Sultan, Ya Allah. Ya Sultan, Ya Sultan, Ya Sultan, Ya Allah, Ya Aman, Ya Aman, Ya Aman, Ya Allah, Ya Aman, Ya Aman, Ya Aman, Ya Allah. Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Allah. Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Salam, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, 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 Ya Allah. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Wallahu la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Salawatu Sharifa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammadin wa sallim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad wasalim. صلي يا ربي وسلم على جميع أنبيائه والمرسلين وكل ما يشرعهم. صلي يا ربي وسلم على جميع أنبيائه والمرسلين وعليكم أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. على الأشرف نبينا سيدنا محمد صلوات على الأفضل الأمين سيدنا محمد صلوات على الأكمال الأمين سيدنا محمد صلوات صلوات الله وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسوله وجميع خلقه على محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه وعليهم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. ورضي الله تبارك وتعالى عن سادتنا شعب رسول الله أجمعين وعن تبينا بهم بإحسان وعن مجتدينا ودينا أمدين وعن علماء المتقين وعن أولياء الصالحين أما الشيخين في تركات نقشبندية تجارية كرسل تراهم الزاكية ونورا درة وبركة الله تعالى علينا من بركاتهم وفيوداتهم دائما والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. Oh Allah, shower your blessings upon the soul of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his noble ancestors and his noble descendants, especially the Ahlul Bayt, and upon all of the previous prophets and their noble ancestors and their noble descendants, and upon the Sahaba Ikram, the Khilafah Rashideen, the ulama, the awliya, and especially my sheikhs, Sufi Abdullah and Mulana Sheikh Nazim. Ya Allah, raise their stations in your divine presence and bless their souls for all eternity. And bless also Sheikh Sharif Hidayatullah, all of the Wali Songo, Sheikh Yusuf, Sheikh Adang Badruddin, Gusto, Sheikh Didir, and my beloved father. Bless their souls and raise their stations in your divine presence. Bless them for all eternity. O Allah, shower your blessings upon our parents, upon our grandparents, upon our brothers and sisters, upon our nieces and nephews, upon our uncles, upon all of our families, and especially upon our beloved wives and husbands, children, grandchildren. Ya Allah, bless and protect our families. Forgive us for our sins. Forgive us for our sins. Forgive us for our sins. Guide our intentions and our hearts and our actions towards that which pleases you and away from that which displeases you, and especially that which earns your anger. Ya Allah, we appeal to your mercy, and that your mercy always overcomes your wrath. We appeal to your divine mercy, your oceans of divine mercy, to your forgiveness. For we are weak ones, and you created us weak, and we are incapable except through your grace and blessing upon us, and upon our prophets, and upon our sheikhs. Ya Allah, through these you bless us all. Through these you send us guidance, barakah, and support. Ya Allah, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything which you grant to us, and forgive us for not thanking you enough, for giving you a worthy thank you that is worthy of everything which you grant us, Ya Allah. We are incapable even of thanking you properly. Oh Allah, forgive us, for we are weak ones. Forgive us. But bless our human family, Ya Allah. Bless our human family. Guide our human family. Guide the hearts of our human family, of everyone in our human family towards you, Ya Allah. For you are the turner of hearts. Guide people's inspirations and actions towards that which is good and wholesome and beneficial for our human family and for all the communities of life with which we share this earth. And forgive us for how we oppress and treat one another as human beings, and even beyond that, the cruel treatment we inflict upon this earth, upon the trees, upon the wildlife, even upon domesticated animals. Ya Allah, forgive our human family. We are foolish ones, we are weak ones. We are troublesome ones, Ya Allah, but you created us out of your wisdom, Ya Allah. You know best what you are doing, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Forgive us, Ya Allah, and send us your divine inspiration and support. Guide our hands, guide our actions, guide us towards that which you created us for, and away from those things which displease you, or those things which cause destruction or harm upon each other or upon other communities of life on this planet, or the communities of life that visit us. Ya Allah, forgive us, Ya Allah, forgive us, Ya Allah, forgive us. Anyone who is suffering, Ya Allah, we ask that you relieve them of this suffering, Ya Allah. Everyone who is ill, we ask that you grant them health. Everyone who is suffering from this COVID, we ask that you grant them a cure. Everyone who has passed away, Ya Allah, we ask that you grant them forgiveness for their shortcomings. Grant them Jannatul Firdaus. Just out of your beautiful names of Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, out of your divine Rahmah and kindness, Ya Allah. And Al-Ghafur and Al-Ghafar, you're the greatest forgiver and the forgiving one, Ya Allah. We ask, and out of your nature of Al-Kareem, for you are the most generous one, Ya Allah. Not because any of us are deserving, for in this time, Ya Allah, we fall short, for so short of the mark, Ya Allah. Even those who have embraced Islam and who live by Islam as best as we can, we fall far short of the mark, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, forgive us, forgive us, forgive us. And inspire us and guide us and help us to become true potential as human beings, Ya Allah, as the children of Adam, as the people in this ummah of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu as Muslims, Ya Allah. Inshallah, as mu'mineen, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, forgive us, Ya Allah, forgive us. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. فاتحة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين إلى حضرات النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه الكرام وإلى أرواح سائر أنبياء ومرسلين وقدماء الشرعين وإلى أرواح مشايخنا في طريقة نقشبندية عالية Kasatani Ruhi Imam Tariqat Wagothi Kalika Shabodi Naqshband Muridul Wais Bukhari Willa Molana Sheikh Abdullah Fayaz Dagestani Willa Zindapia Willa Sufi Abdullah Willa Molana Sheikh Nazi Madil Lakhani Willa Gusto Willa Sheikh Adan Badruddin Willa Sheikh Didi Willa Sheikh Hisham Kabani وإلا الشيخ بادشاه وإلا الشيخ حبيب الله وإلا الشيخ داود وإلا الشيخ محمد وإلا الشيخ نور وإلا صيوي سلطينا واسدكيون الفاتحة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This brings to a close Dhikr tonight. I hope you found this beneficial. This is something which I do every Thursday evening, if you haven't tuned in before. Thursday evening UK time. And I broadcast live on Zoom, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you would like to catch the live broadcast, don't forget, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my Instagram and Facebook accounts. I post the Zoom link on the Facebook for those who want to join it. And I also download and post the recordings of these sessions on YouTube. Also, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Friday Reflections. Unlike this, which is usually on, well, this is always on a Thursday evening, UK time. I try to be around 7 o'clock. Sometimes it's a little bit earlier or a little bit later, depending on how the day goes. And the Friday reflections is usually sometime in the evening, but I don't fix a time because it's very awkward for me to do so. Occasionally, it'll even be in the morning if I have a very busy Friday. But I do go live when I do my Friday reflections. So look out for that tomorrow. And if you miss it, don't worry, because I always post the recordings on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So you can always watch it afterwards. Unlike the Dhikr on the Thursday, which follows the traditional Sohbet and Dhikr approach of the Naqshbandi tariqat, the Friday reflections I usually read from a book. The book could be by anybody who is spiritually relevant. Sometimes it's from the Quran. Often it's from one of Maulana Sheikh Nazim's Sohbets, or it's from Ibn Arabi or Imam al-Ghazali, or one of the some of the great scholar or sheikh whose wisdom that we can benefit from in this time. And I read it and comment upon what I'm reading, because sometimes the language can be quite high level, and I try to break it down so it's easier to understand. And also sometimes things that are old, they need explaining, because people unfamiliar with the times in which these were written and what they mean today can sometimes misunderstand. So I try to explain these things as best as I can through the guidance that I've been already given by my sheikhs, and through any blessings and inspiration which Allah sends me. Yes, Maulana Sheikh Nazim's books are printed. My first sheikh, Sufi Abdullah, to my knowledge, doesn't have any printed books, although a book has been written on him, but it's different. It's not like Sohbets in this way. But Maulana Sheikh Nazim's Sohbets have been printed. They are widely available. You can even order the books from Amazon, or you can go to SufiLive.org, or a few of the Naqshbandi websites where even some of the books are available for download as PDFs. I tend to prefer the books, so I have physical books. I like physical books. As useful as PDFs are, and I do use those as well, but there is something, I'm sorry, there is something about actually having a book in your hands. It's just a different experience. But yes, so you could actually get Maulana Sheikh Nazim's books in English and in a number of languages, I believe. I'm obviously only familiar with the English ones, but I think they're also available in Arabic and Turkish and possibly other languages. Alhamdulillah. And this is really, it's a great blessing. Also, if you go to SufiLive.org, you will be able to watch Maulana Sheikh Nazim's videoed Sohbets, and also Maulana Sheikh Hisham, Dr. Nur Kabadi's Sohbets. And if you go to Sultanet, sultanet.org, it's Sheikh Mohammed Adil's site, you could also watch Maulana Sheikh Nazim's video talks and Maulana Sheikh Mohammed Adil's talks as well as video. And I think this is very fortunate. Oh, well, Sufi Abdullah's book, I can't remember the title off the top of my head, I'm sorry. It was written by a lady who visited him. Actually, I think it was written partly about Sufi Abdullah and partly about Zindapir. She visited Zindapir, I think, as well. It's quite an old book. And that isn't, unfortunately, widely available, unlike Maulana Sheikh Nazim's books. It is interesting, though. I have read it at some point. Someone sent me a text of it. It's interesting. I'm sorry, I don't have the title, though. Not off the top of my head. I have notes somewhere, and it will be written there, but. Okay, yeah, unless there are any other questions, I'll probably close this session because I need to get ready for Maghrib. And also, I need to get something to eat, inshallah. So I will wish you all a very good evening if you're in the UK, and if you're elsewhere in the world. Zindapir, I have no idea. Probably in Urdu, because Zindapir was a Pakistani sheikh. I've met his son, who currently leads the Gangoh Sharif branch of the Naqshbandi tariqat. I've met him on a couple of occasions. He's made dua for me, give me his blessing, alhamdulillah. But I mean, they speak Urdu in Pakistan, so I wouldn't know. Even if I saw it, I wouldn't be able to recognize it because I don't speak Urdu, not properly. I mean, I spoke to Sufi Abdullah in English. So even though a lot of his community, they would have spoke to him in Urdu or in languages from the subcontinent, but I spoke to him in English, so I benefited in that way. So I can't really comment on what was published in Urdu, but there will be other people if you're interested in the Gangoh Sharif. Google Gangoh Sharif, Pakistan. And if you can speak Urdu or you can read Urdu, then there'll be resources that you'll be able to access that may well be interesting. But like I said, I can't really comment further on that. But Maulana Sheikh Nazim's books are widely available in English, which is obviously very beneficial not only to English people and American people, whose first language is English, but to a lot of people around the world whose second language is English as well. Oh yes, I feel extremely humble, to be honest. It's remarkable. I mean, how I meet such people in my life. And I mean, in 2019, September 2019, I was invited to Kabbalah, and I met Sunni and Shia sheikhs from around the world at this event, and they invited me along for this human rights event. And it is very humbling. I mean, for an English guy who embraced Islam to have this opened to me, it's from, what can I say? It is from Allah. It is, if you take a step towards Allah, Allah will take 10 steps towards you. It doesn't matter whether you're Arab or Pakistani or Turkish or English or American or Australian. If you want to serve Allah, if you want to live a life that is true and authentic and spiritual, and you're sincere about that, Allah will open it for you and make ways. It won't happen overnight, but Allah will make a way for you and put you in contact with people who can help you. And all of this is just to remind us that ultimately behind all of this is Allah. And Allah is always there for all of us. You just have to turn to Allah and ask Allah for help and support. It might not come how you expect, because Allah knows better than you and what is better for you. But if you pray to Allah and ask for help, Allah will help you. Anyway, I really must go. But please do keep in touch, Abdul Wadud. I wish you all the very best. And everybody else. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.